Welcome back, my friends. The news today is that there are new questions about and opposition to corporate merger and acquisition, M&A deals. The terms merger and acquisition are often used interchangeably. Contemporary corporate restructurings are usually referred to as M&A transactions, rather than simply a merger or acquisition. A merger occurs when two companies combine their operations to take advantage of synergies and create increased shareholder value. An acquisition is slightly different and often does not involve a change in management. In practice, companies usually make agreements for one company to buy the other company's common stock from shareholders in exchange for its own common stock. The most common arrangement is stock for stock, where shares of the acquiring company are exchanged for shares of the target company. But the past couple of years have witnessed something of a slowdown in M&A deals. So why is that? This video explores some of the reasons for this slowdown and discusses its implications. But before we get into all of that, I would like to thank everyone who views my videos. If you would like to support the channel, please see the link to buy me a coffee in the video description below. And please hit the like button and leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Corporate mergers and acquisitions, M&A, have been a dynamic aspect of the business world. Let's explore some key points. Since 2010, approximately 500,000 M&A deals have been concluded globally, but the tide has been turning against M&A deals. As one example, JetBlue and Spirit abandoned their decision to merge after it was blocked by a judge. Spirit Airlines and JetBlue Airways are abandoning their plan to merge, the companies announced Monday. A federal judge blocked the merger in January because of concerns about monopolization. Both companies said, despite their goal to unify and be a low-cost competitor to major airlines, the legal obstacles wouldn't make the acquisition possible by their deadline of July 2024. We are proud of the work we did with Spirit to lay out a vision to challenge the status quo, but given the hurdles to closing that remain, we decided together that both airlines' interests are better served by moving forward independently. JetBlue CEO Joanna Geraghty said, "We wish the very best going forward to the entire Spirit team." JetBlue must pay Spirit $69 million as part of their termination agreement. Spirit Airlines lost about $184 million in the fourth quarter of this year and said it would be focusing on turning a profit. As we go forward, I am certain our fantastic Spirit team will continue delivering affordable fares and great experiences to our guests, Spirit CEO Ted Christie said. As another example, the Kroger-Albertsons merger has hit a major snag. The proposed Kroger-Albertsons merger, largest supermarket deal in history, rests in hands of Oregon judge. Kroger's $24.6 billion bid to buy its next largest rival, Albertsons Co., will soon rest in the hands of an Oregon federal judge, and the Portland area grocery market could figure prominently in arguments over whether the merger will hurt workers and customers. U.S. District Judge Adrienne Nelson, a former Oregon Supreme Court justice appointed to the federal bench in 2023 by President Joe Biden, has been tasked to adjudicate the Federal Trade Commission's request to block Kroger's attempt to take over Albertsons. When grocery chains Kroger and Albertsons, which together own more than 5,000 supermarkets across the country, including regional chains like King Soopers, Harris Teeter, Safeway, Mariano's and Vons, first announced plans to merge in 2022. They promoted the idea by saying that in combining forces as the nation's biggest and second biggest American grocery companies, they could lower prices, increase staff wages, protect union jobs, and overall enhance customers' shopping experiences. Quickly, national union leadership and some liberal lawmakers, including Senators Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, voiced major concerns about the merger, specifically in how it would affect the cost of groceries amid sustained inflation, the retention of union jobs, and in how the resulting conglomerate would impact labor market competition. In the ensuing 2 years, the supermarkets and those opposed to their merger have argued their points, including in various state-level lawsuits, while the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, investigated the potential impacts of the deal. This process reached a critical climax last week when, after 16 months of debate, the FTC filed suit in the U.S. District Court in Portland to block Kroger's proposed $24.6 billion acquisition of Albertsons. It has also filed a complaint through an in-house administrative court at the FTC in Washington, D.C., leading to serious speculation about whether the mega merger proceedings are simply paused or permanently sunk. As of now, there are various perspectives on corporate mergers and acquisitions, M&A. Let's explore some of the common arguments against them. Critics argue that M&A can lead to market concentration and reduced competition. When large companies merge, they may gain significant market power, potentially stifling innovation and limiting consumer choices. M&A often result in restructuring, which can lead to layoffs and job losses. Employees worry about job security, changes in company culture, and potential disruptions to their work environment. Acquiring companies often take on substantial debt to finance M&A deals. If the integration process is not successful, it can lead to financial strain and even bankruptcy. Some argue that M&A decisions prioritize short-term gains for shareholders over long-term strategic planning. Companies may focus on boosting stock prices rather than investing in research, development, and sustainable growth. M&A transactions face regulatory scrutiny from antitrust authorities. Legal complexities can delay or derail deals, leading to uncertainty for both companies involved. Combining different corporate cultures can be difficult. Merging companies must navigate differences in management styles, work processes, and employee expectations. Critics argue that M&A can stifle innovation by consolidating resources and reducing risk-taking. Smaller, innovative companies may lose their agility and creativity after being absorbed by larger entities. M&A decisions can affect local communities, the environment, and social responsibility. Critics emphasize the need for responsible business practices during and after mergers. While M&A can create value, it's essential to consider the potential downsides and address them effectively to ensure a balanced approach to corporate consolidation. Mergers and acquisitions, M&A, can have both positive and negative implications for shareholders. Let's explore these aspects. So, what are the potential benefits for shareholders? Increased value. Well-executed M&A can lead to synergies, cost savings, and increased efficiency. This, in turn, may enhance the overall value of the combined company, benefiting shareholders. Diversification. M&A allows companies to diversify their portfolios by entering new markets or acquiring complementary businesses. Shareholders benefit from reduced risk exposure. Higher stock prices. Positive market reactions to M&A announcements can drive up stock prices, benefiting existing shareholders. And what are the potential risks and challenges? Integration risks. Poorly managed integrations can lead to disruptions, inefficiencies, and value destruction. Shareholders may suffer if the merger fails to achieve its intended goals. Dilution. If an acquiring company pays a premium for the target company, it may issue additional shares, diluting existing shareholders' ownership. Short-term volatility. M&A announcements often cause short-term stock price fluctuations. Shareholders may experience uncertainty during this period. Agency problems. Managers may pursue M&A for personal gain rather than shareholder interests. Shareholders need to monitor management decisions closely, so there should be case-by-case evaluation. Whether M&A is good or bad for shareholders depends on the specific circumstances, industry dynamics, and the companies involved. Shareholders should assess the strategic rationale, financial health, and long-term prospects of the merged entity. By the end of 2021, there were 63,000 M&A deals, with an overall value of nearly $6 trillion. While the pace of M&A activity slowed briefly due to geopolitical events, the long-term impact remains to be seen. But what do you think? Please hit the like button and leave us a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos when they are released. Please share this video on social media. And before we end, a word from the sponsor of this video. Today's sponsor is ProWorldNet.com. ProWorldNet.com is a job website specifically dedicated to licensed professions, doctors, including any type of specialty nurses. And that includes all grades of nurses, lawyers, regardless of area of legal focus, teachers and professors, from kindergarten through graduate school, as well as any kind of job that requires a government license or certification. And ProWorldNet.com also includes short-term gig-type jobs as well. So be sure to check out ProWorldNet.com if you are looking for a job or an employee. Thank you for watching.